The first time I encountered the word Sarbuth was while reading about religion. I had little sense of non-Eastern religious tradition at the time. As someone who grew up in China, the concept was entirely foreign, but once I understood what it meant, my first reaction wasn't strangeness, it was an unexpected admiration. Whoever thought this through, thought it through deeply. The Sarbuth originates in Judaism and later entered the Christian tradition. Its rule is both very simple and very radical. Every 7 days, 1 day must be given to complete stopping. Not, you may rest, you must cease. No work, no commerce, no farming, no lighting fires, no turning yourself into anything useful, no turning others into instruments. An entire day, from sundown to sundown, in which time serves no external purpose. I grew up in a culture without this tradition. Reading it for the first time, I felt something strange and clarifying. People wrote this into law thousands of years ago. One confusion worth clearing up first: the Sarbuth is not a holiday. A holiday is a functional pause. Rest so you can return to work tomorrow. Its purpose is to make you more productive next week. The Sarbuth operates on a different logic entirely. It isn't a means, it is the end in itself. You stop that day not for any other reason, just to stop as a human being and exist there. The distinction sounds subtle. The implications are not. A functional rest still serves the logic of efficiency. You're recharging the system so it runs faster tomorrow. The Sarbuth says something else. There is a kind of time that doesn't need to serve any system. It is simply itself. Then there's the part that genuinely startled me. The Sarbuth predates Marx. It predates the labor movement. It predates every form of workers' protection in the modern sense. The first voice in human history to say time cannot be fully commodified, existence cannot be fully extracted. That voice wasn't a revolution, wasn't a strike. It was a religious observance. Thousands of years ago, someone already saw the danger, that human beings would automatically slide into the logic of turning time into a tool, and that once they slid in, self-awareness alone would not get them out. So they used law to weld a door shut. On this day, entry is forbidden. I used to think of religion as conservative, but on the question of time, it saw the problem earlier than any modern theory. And the solution it offered was more radical than any of them. What I genuinely respect about the Sarbuth isn't that it comes from the divine, it's that it comes from a determination to protect something human. Look at today. What capitalism has done to holidays is the complete inversion of Sarbuth logic. Golden Week, shopping seasons, Singles Day, Christmas sales, even rest has been reabsorbed into the cycle of consumption. We think we're on vacation. We're only serving the same logic in a different mode. Production becomes consumption, but the loop doesn't stop. It just reverses direction and keeps turning. More insidious is the efficiency logic we've internalized, taking online courses during holidays, ticking off landmarks while traveling, recharging on weekends, lying still and thinking, maybe I should meditate, it would make me more productive next week. We're not coerced, we're voluntary, even enthusiastic, because stopping is the dangerous thing. Stop, and you have to face the self that isn't producing anything, isn't advancing toward anything. This is why the Sarbuth's radicalism is clearer now than ever. It wasn't designed for people who are lazy. It was designed for people who cannot stop. What it protects isn't the right to rest. It's the right to exist without being useful. That law still lives in some people's lives, but for most people it is long gone. Not formally abolished, just gradually forgotten, buried under shopping seasons, buried under make the most of your holiday. The deepest wisdom of the Sarbuth is a judgment hidden inside it. Human beings need to be protected, not from external exploitation, but from themselves. Someone saw this thousands of years ago and carved it into time itself. Every 7 days you must stop, not so that tomorrow you can work better. Just to stop, as a human being, and exist there. We no longer have that law. We run fast, and we have been running for a long time. Only occasionally does a strange feeling surface, not knowing where we're running to and not knowing why we can't stop.